Now, in order to make a lot of money with any business, you need to have a ton of clients. More importantly, a full pipeline, meaning that if a client leaves, you have another one to replace them, no problem. Here's exactly how we're able to fully book out our calendar. This is a screenshot from, at the time of this recording, for tomorrow. So right now is the 22nd of August, so tomorrow is the 23rd. Most likely when this video is being uploaded, it'll be the 23rd of August. But anyway, here you can see we are fully booked out, well, nearly fully, for the next day. So in the gray are the meetings. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a break. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 interview calls tomorrow with potential new clients. And out of those 10, we don't actually even try to sign on every single person because we have a very, very high criteria on who we take on and who we don't. But that is not the point of this video. The point of this video is to teach you guys exactly how do we do that. So let's go into it. I have a little diagram built out for you guys that you guys can follow along because I know for a lot of people, you guys are visual learners, so this will help. So first things first is my main Instagram. That is the main hub of the entire thing. This is pretty much where most of the traffic is going to be converted. So let me quickly talk to you about that. So first things first, the amount of followers definitely does help to an extent. It's not a deal breaker, but you can put yourself in the potential model's shoes. If you reach out to them and you have 200 followers and somebody else reaches out to them who has 1.2 million followers, who's going to be more likely to get a response? Obviously the guy with the 1.2 million. It just creates that intrigue and curiosity to who is he, how has he been able to do that, what does he do, and so on, okay? So that's the first thing. I would definitely advise you guys to grow a personal brand or at least pay for engagement if you don't want to do that. It's a long term, right? Now, I do recommend a profile picture. Obviously, I have a black profile picture. There is a reason for that. In Instagram, there's a lot of people who are just being dickheads, and you can get another Instagram account banned just by having their face as the profile picture. It's a long story. This is nothing relating to this video, just explaining to you guys why my profile picture is black. But in an ideal scenario, you want to have a picture of yourself where you can see the face, or maybe something that's flexy like a private jet or some bullshit like this. Anything to create that curiosity, right? Because at the end of the day, your profile is kind of like the top of funnel. This is the first thing that they're going to see in most cases. Out of those, the more important thing actually, or out of everything you're looking at here, is the content. So the content is the most important thing. First of all, you should have a highlight, which is specifically about OFM. There's a couple highlights that you should have. Number one, who are you? So a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Where are you from? Just introducing yourself. Number two, what services you provide. You know, what exactly do you deliver on? How does it all work? Number three, your results and case studies if you have some. If you have these, then fantastic. Boom, sorted. In terms of the posts as well, make sure you're keeping it all professional, nothing like too weird or crazy. Yeah, just keeping it professional, showing a little bit about yourself. Remember, this is your personal page, right? This is where the person or the potential client should feel like they get to know you at least a little bit. So making sure that you do post about you, that's fantastic. Now here, you should probably have a website for a link to your website for your agency. Now I have the Discord, but for most of you guys, you won't have that. So just have a link to your website right here. That's your Instagram sorted, done. Now with the Instagram, most of them actually come inbound, and I'll talk to you guys in a second in this video how do we actually get inbound leads. However, for most of you guys, you won't have that. So what you will do is you'll do manual outreach. So you will reach out to other potential clients or other models through your Instagram, right? And you should be looking at hopefully hitting 100 DMs a day. If you can do 100 every single day, now some days you won't be able to, some days you'll even get restricted, especially if this is a new account, which again, I'll mention in just a second. If it's a new account, you need to warm it up. So starting off by 5 DMs a day, 10, 15, 20, 30, and you slowly build your way up. If it's a brand new account, do not go straight into sending 100 a day. That won't work. So that's my main Instagram. Just my main Instagram alone, I get anywhere from 1 to 5 DMs a day of clients looking to work with me. And again, I'll show you that in just a second. How do we get inbound? But first, let's talk about outbound, right? So the second thing, so first one is my Instagram. The second one is sub accounts, like alternative accounts or alt accounts, right? So these are essentially like fake accounts of yourself that you can create, or like a backup account, a second account, etc. However you want to word it, right? These are basically accounts to mimic your main one. And the only reason why you want to do that is because your main one is going to get restricted to how many messages you can send out per day, right? I believe if you're legacy verified, aka you're actually verified by Instagram, I don't think there's a limit, but I'm sure none of you guys are, so that's fine. Even my account isn't, right? So you'll be limited to how many you can send out per day, which is most likely going to be 100 a day maximum, right? So then what you can do is you can create sub accounts, which is basically a copy and paste of your main account, and you can have 4 of them, right? 5 of them. I think there's 8 you can log into on one phone, if I remember correctly. And out of each one of these, you also want to send out 100 a day, right? I mean, that's a lot, but if you really want to scale this and you really want to start growing this as quickly as possible, that's what you can get set up. Now, by the way, for context, this is what we have going on right now. And I've been doing this for coming up to 4 years. So when you're starting out, you don't have to worry about all these crazy like second accounts and third and fourth and fifth account. For the beginning, when you're just starting out, you can just do this. You can just have one account, send 100 a day, stay consistent with that. You're gonna get clients. It's not that fucking difficult. I'm just talking about how can you scale from 3 to 5 clients a day. How can you do that? And this is how you do it, is at scale, right? Now, I personally don't manage these sub accounts. I have a virtual assistant, or a model scout is how we call them. And here's a few tips and advice for this, right? For these alt accounts. So first things first, you want to warm up the account before you send out a ton of messages. This is something that I already mentioned, because if you create a new account and you straight away start sending out a bunch of messages, you're going to get restricted and banned by Instagram, and you're not going to be able to send out any more messages, right? First things first, super important. The second thing is, and also, by the way, when I say warm up the account, what do I mean by that? What I mean is essentially like when you create a brand new account, you want to interact and use it as a normal person would, right? So don't straight away start sending out a bunch of messages and doing some weird shit. Use it as a normal person. So maybe upload a few photos here and there, definitely like a bunch of other people's stuff, comment on a few things, follow like 5 people a day, things like that, okay? And do that for like 1 week to warm it up. And then you can go into the next part, which is obviously messaging. Filling out the account with content, highlights, posts, reels, etc. I've already mentioned these things, making sure you have some content. Don't just create a brand new account with no posts, nothing on there at all, and start sending messages and expect responses. Guys, if somebody messaged you, just think about it with your own, like from your own point of view. If somebody messaged you with no followers, no photos, no highlights, nothing on the account, no content, are you going to reply? Probably not, because you're going to think it's like a fake or a scam account, right? You can buy some engagement as well, super important. Again, ideally, you should not have like 0 engagement. You should have at least something on there. And you can buy like paid promo, you can buy fake followers and likes, etc. That's up to you guys. It just basically helps you with engagement, right? And it helps you look at least that little bit more credible. And even if it increases your conversions by fucking 2, 3, 5%, it's going to be worth it. Second to last is don't send out mass copy and paste messages. You're going to get blocked by Instagram. Do not just copy and paste and send out 100 messages a day. I know it's very tempting, because if you need to send out 100 a day, you're going to try and fast track that. You're going to fast forward that. And in order to make it faster, you're going to want to copy and paste these. Do not do that, because in reality, you're actually slowing yourself down, because you're going to get banned or blocked or restricted by Instagram, and you're not going to be able to send out any messages at all. So don't do that. And last but not least, this is the most important thing, is money is in the follow-up. The amount of people that message me and they're like, hey Marcus, I've been doing outreach and I haven't signed any clients. I'm like, okay, how many have you done? Most of them haven't done 100, but even in the odd cases, some of the ones that do actually do 100, they'll say, yeah, like 5 of them replied. Okay, and how many did you end up booking? None. I'm like, well, that's weird. Out of those 5, what happened? Oh, well, I sent this message and then they just never responded. I'm like, okay, how many did you follow up with those? None. Like, guys, the money is in the follow-up. Again, you got to put yourself in the potential client's point of view. He or she is most likely very fucking busy. And on top of that, he or she doesn't really know you, care about you, trust you, anything of that nature. So for them to just like think, oh my God, this person messaged me, I must get back to them. They don't think like that. They don't care. You need to follow up with them. And eventually, once you keep following up with them, eventually at the right place, at the right time, they'll see the message and go, do you know what? This guy's really keen to work with me. Let's just give him a shot. Let's just try it. Boom, that's your first client. That is literally how it works. It's not in any other way. It's not like some magical fairy tale where they're like, oh my God, this guy messaged me the first time. Let me jump on and work with him. No, that doesn't happen, okay? That's that, okay? Now, the next one is by far one of the most important ways on ending up signing 3 to 5 clients. And let me show you real quick. And that is by liking this video. Yeah, please please, like, you're watching this video right now. If you're still watching along this time, it means you're enjoying this video. So please, can you leave a like on this video? I haven't asked this in like forever, but please, that would really, really help me. Just scroll down, leave a like. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it really does help a lot, massively. I appreciate you guys. And also, we have an entire free community coaching you guys on things like this and more, completely free on Discord. Again, the link for that will be down below. Anyway, the next thing on how we get inbound. So that's all about outbound, right? So that's how we message other potential clients and how we end up signing them. Now, what if I was to tell you there's a way to get potential clients to message you and you get a bunch of inbound messages? That is possible. Let me show you one way, and that is through YouTube videos, right? Now, I know a lot of you guys might not want to do it, and that's completely fine. You don't have to. In our paid community, we have over 1,000 people, and most of them do not do YouTube videos, and they are still massively successful. They're literally making multiple 6 figures a month with their agencies without doing YouTube videos. I'm just gonna share with you guys this one way on how to get inbound. So again, you don't need to do it, but if you do, this will help you massively. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of videos that you can create. And let me just quickly go through them and tell you a bit about each one. So the first one are like client interviews, which is the most obvious one, right? If you have clients that you're currently working with and they're very happy with your service, jump on a Zoom call with them, record it, and that's a YouTube video. There is nothing better than your potential client, who isn't your client yet, watching a video of you talking to your existing client and your existing client saying to you on the video recorded how amazing and great of a service you have provided and how happy they are and how much they recommend your agency to other clients. That does the selling. That is it. If you can just create as many of these videos as possible, you're gonna make a lot of money. Okay. Now, if you're watching this and you don't have any clients right now, which is completely fine, most of you guys won't, there is another thing that you can do, which is you can do interviews or like mini podcasts, mini interviews online with other OnlyFans creators who are not your clients. So this is one that I've done myself. By the way, all of these are screenshots from my YouTube. So you can check out, like you can literally, after this video, you can go on my YouTube channel, you can find this video, you can see these examples for yourself. But here's an example. This client right here, I want to say her name's Holly. Yeah, I think her name's Holly. She's not our client. For context, our own clients, we always blur their face. We always keep them anonymous for multiple reasons. 1, so other agencies don't reach out to them, and 2, so their fans don't find out that we're managing their accounts and we're essentially helping them scale, right? However, with models who are not our clients, we're able to share with the YouTube video, their face, their social media, engagement, etc. Now, the way we position it basically to the models is, hey, look, would you be open to doing a short YouTube video with me? For you, it's free publicity, it's free engagement. For us, it's just more content. We're just looking to do that, right? And we basically just ask them about their experience with OnlyFans, when did they start, why did they start it, their ups, the downs, their experience with agencies, and so on, right? You can ask whatever questions you want. And this is fantastic. It's free content for you guys with other OnlyFans creators. Cool. So that's one. That's by far one of the best types of content to create, by the way. The next one is case studies. So this, for example, is a video, and in the video, I share my screen and I go through exactly how we are generating $10,000 a day for just one creator. So this is not some bullshit inflow screenshot where you have when you're making like 100K a day, but you don't tell people that there's actually 30 models connected to that one inflow account. This is also, by the way, for all of you guys who are new to OnlyFans, do not believe when people show you like inflow results and screen recordings, etc., because it's very easy to have 50 clients connected to one inflow account, and all of a sudden it looks like they're making $1 million a month, when in reality, each model is only making fuck all. Anyway, but this is right here, a video where we share one of our clients' accounts on OnlyFans where she is making $10,500 a day, which is absolutely awesome. So we share with them in the video how we're doing it, the good, the bad, how we set it up, and everything in between. Again, you guys can do that. If you've scaled a model from 1,000 to 4,000, just make a video sharing exactly how you've done that, what you implemented, what you changed, what improved. That's going to be really valuable. Next are tutorial videos. So again, this is kind of similar to the case study, but this one is more so specifically just giving advice to OnlyFans models on what they need to do to actually make more money. And this can be about chatting, marketing, conversions, and everything in between, content distribution, and so on. Next is sharing mistakes you've learned. So these type of videos are really great because if you talk about, instead of here's what you need to do, instead you talk about here's what I done and here's what didn't work and what did work and here are the lessons that I learned. Those type of videos are very, very valuable because you come across a lot more likable, right? Instead of saying, hey, here's what you need to do, you just say, hey, here's what I done. Here's what worked and what didn't work. And when you talk about the mistakes that you've learned and obviously the lessons you've learned from them, from the client's point of view, it's really refreshing to see and hear because they just see, okay, you're actually a normal person. You're actually being fairly vulnerable here and sharing like, oh, okay, you fucked up here. You made a mistake, but you learned from it. Here's what you learned. Most people have too big of egos to do that. Last but not least, our vlogs. These are definitely the least important type of videos because most people don't really give a fuck. The only reason why I've added it in here is simply because it's good for engagement. So as you can see, this video got nearly 500,000 views, which is crazy, right? And it's a video of me buying a Lamborghini Urus on a whim. Like, I actually didn't even mean to. I genuinely didn't mean to buy this, but I ended up buying it in the video and it got 500,000 views. Now, how does this work with OnlyFans management and the model side of things? If a model, very, very slightly, some models might see this and be like, oh wow, like he's bought a Lamborghini Urus. He must be doing something right. I'm gonna be more interested and inclined to work with him now, and so on and so on, to a very, very minuscule level. Don't get me wrong, by all means, not every single model is going to watch this and be like, right, now I have to work with him because he makes a lot of money. That is not exactly how they think, but for the minority, there's a small contingent of potential clients who will think, well, credibility, he's bought a Urus, there's credibility, he must know what he's doing, I'm gonna potentially work with him, okay? Now there's two more, how we're able to sign so many clients. Other influencers, so you can reach out to other theme pages on Instagram or other influencers, people that have just come out of Love Island or whatever these bullshit shows, and you can reach out to them and say, hey, for every single model you bring in for us, we'll give you a commission, right? Pretty simple stuff. Little pro tip, by the way, only pay the commission after 30 days the client has been working with you. So do not do it where if the client signs up with you on the first day, you pay them the commission, because what can happen is the influencer might work with another influencer and be like, hey, we can rinse this guy for money. Let me just get like 20 of you guys signing up. He'll pay me commission and I'll split it with you guys. So you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure that you do it for at least 30 days and then you pay out the commission. And then last but not least, basically referrals from your existing clients. The most simple way, but yet the most effective. This will only work if you provide an exceptional service and only ask for the referral once you've delivered on what you promised. So once you've done all of that, we then simply book in a Zoom call with the client. We add them to a CRM to then follow up with them. And that's how we're able to book tons and tons of appointments, sign 3 to 5 models a day if we wanted to. That's incredible. If you enjoy this video, check out my YouTube channel. I have so many more videos and I have an entire free Discord community with people just like yourself who are wanting to make money online with OFM. See you on the next one.